What's up, YouTube? Zombie Gift Hunter here. Thought I'd do a little something special today. A face cam, as you can see. One, because I haven't done a video for my channel in a while. Two, because I started a new channel with a guy. It's supposed to be a team thing. Don't know why I did that. Just, weird. I haven't heard from the guy in forever. Let's fix the light. Haven't heard from him, so I'm going to continue the channel. I created it. It's on my, YouTube account. It's just another channel of mine. Yeah. It's called Saviors of Cray. All about Vanguard, all about TCG, just in one channel. So, for that, I thought I'd bring you two videos. I'm gonna debate on whether or not to do the to do both things in all three things in this video. So you can see we have 6-sided die. Switch that so you can 4. 6-sided die to decide what we're gonna do today, or what we're gonna do in this video, and whether or not to do both things in this video. So yeah. 2 deck boxes. Both decks are over here. The deck for this one's over here. Deck for this one's over here. Gonna do 2 Vanguard decks and then bring you what I got in the mail today. That's not all of it because one card is already gone. Well, should probably do this. Oh, damn. What I got in the mail today. That did not come in the mail today, it's just there. I had 4 cards, but gave 1 away. My buddy had 3. I have a deck built around the main card that you're going to see later on the way. So, yeah. Alright, so, first, let's go ahead and roll to see what we're going to do for the video. 1 to 3 gives us 1 video. 4 to 6 makes it 2. So, and we have a 2. So it's going to be one really long video. Alright, now, 1 to 3 is this deck box. 4 to 6 is this deck box. And whichever one comes up, we'll do that one, then we'll go to the other one. Wow, we got a 1. It really likes the other side of stuff today. Yeah. If you can't tell, it looks like freaking the cubed bubble gum. Don't eat this. I tried. Doesn't work. Just don't. Alright, so we will start with this deck box. This deck box is probably going to house the deck that I'm going to main at locals until I get the deck that I'm really looking forward to on the that's on the way. I haven't gone to locals in a while for Vanguard, so I've still got this one. They've probably had like 2-3 others that I didn't get to go to. Yeah. Alright, so we're just going to put that here. And we are going to go with Murakumo Magetsu Storm Rot deck. So obviously the starter is going to be Magetsu Wind. Really like this deck because of the playability of it. You can get, fill your field quick. Magetsu Wind, when Breath rides, look at top 7 for either Magetsu Storm or Magetsu Gale, reveal it, and put it in your hand, shuffle your deck. If you don't have Magetsu Breath in hand, and you ride another Murakumo on top of this, you move it back. Whoa. So that's done. We move on to trigger lineup. If I can get all the triggers out without. Alright. So, standard 4 heals. Yukihime. Like, the funny part was, I let my buddy, Matt, I let him play this against me with the other deck that I'll be showing here in a little bit. If you look very closely, you can see her underwear. And he's like, dude, you can totally see her underwear. I'm like, dude, she's like 7. Like, for real? I'm sorry. We're weird. Yeah. So, 4 heels. 4 draw triggers. 4 draw triggers. Just to get extra hand for guard. So, yeah. And next we have 8 criticals. See if we can get them all in camera view. 8 criticals. We have 4 Moon Edge, standard critical, and then we have 4 Devil Cats. I really like Devil Cat. Devil Cat's ability, play him. Use another Devil Cat as Vanguard. Play him into the soul. One of your other Mortal Kumos gets plus 3k. So, it's good for, you know, giving Vanguard an extra boost, or, you know, just giving an extra boost to something. Only bad part is, if you look, he has 4,000 power. So basically, if you've got him behind Vanguard and you want to give Vanguard power, keep him. Don't put him in the soul, because you're just losing 1,000 power, and that could make all the difference. So that's trigger lineup. Alright. Moving on to grade 1s. Of course, we have 4 Magetsu Breaths. Yes, Magetsu Breath. Yes. Dragon Breath. It's stanky. Sorry. So, for him, so if you ride him on wind, he gets plus 1,000, so putting him at 8, you know, continuous. When Gale rides, if you have wind, if Magetsu Gale rides, it's the grade 2, you get, and if you have wind in the soul, which if you ride him on wind, you're going to have it anyways, you can search your deck for 2 Gales, two more Gales, search them, call to separate rear guards, and shuffle your deck. At the end of that turn, you put the 2 Gales that you called on the bottom of your deck. No shuffle, no nothing. So yeah, I run 4 of him. Great when it comes to, you know, actually I have no idea. I'm losing my mind. Slowly but surely. It's because of this damn card game. Anyway. 4 8k vanilla Shinji Mamoru. Just standard 8k hitter. 3 Night Panther. Standard, you know, fucking Counterblast 1, gain 1,000 for 8. So, technically running 7 8Ks. And 3 Perfect Guards. Everyone knows what Perfect Guards are. Don't need to explain this. You drop a card of same clan and completely nullify the attack. Good for if you're at 5 damage and the Vanguard's about to hit with a 2 crit. You know, worst case scenario, 2 crit. Perfect. Fuck you. No. No, don't. Kids, don't repeat that. Don't get me in trouble with your parents. Actually, I don't give a damn. They can't find me. Next, grade 2, Magetsu Gale. If you remember, ride on Breath, you get 2 more Gales from your deck. End of the turn, they go to the bottom. Magetsu Gale gets 1,000 if Breath is in the soul. When Magetsu Storm rides, ride the storm. Wow. When Magetsu Storm rides, if you have Magetsu Breath in your soul, you do the same thing as with Gale, with Breath with Gale with Storm, if that makes any sense. But I'll go over it real quick. Basically, if Storm rides Gale, search your deck for 2 Storms, call them separate rear guard, shuffle your deck, end of turn, they go to the bottom, no shuffle. So So same with Breath and Gale as Gale with Storm. If it makes sense at all, it doesn't really make sense to me. For Bloody Mist, standard 10k vanilla. Good for good if you've got Shinji Mamoru in back. You got 1,800 columns or 18,000 columns. My bad. Played Yu-Gi-Oh too damn long. Next we have 3 Stealth Beast White Mane. Run him pretty much because he's 9,000 hitter, and if I have him, and if he's call when he attacks, if it hits the Vanguard, if you have Murakumo Vanguard, which you always will, take a card from the damage zone, turn it up. Good for the limit break ability for the deck. Next, final grade 2, 1 Spellhound. Only run the 1 because it's the only one I've got, and I don't really need his ability. But placed on Vanguard or Rear Guard, Counterblast 1, and basically top card of your deck goes to damage zone. Really good for if you're about to hit your limit break. If you're at 3 damage and it switches to your turn, you know, Rear Guard. If like these 2 are filled, just Rear Guard him in the back row. Counterblast 1, ride the storm, limit break, 2 more storms come out. So, yeah. And at the end of the turn, the damage that you took from top deck goes back to deck, shuffle, and there you go. Next, move on to grade 3s. Ride the Storm! Covert Demonic Dragon Magetsu Storm. Very good card, in my opinion. Really like his limit break ability. Really like it. Limit break 4, Counterblast 2. He gains 3,000 till the end of the turn. Search deck for 2 Covert Dragon Magetsu Storms. Call them a separate rear guard. Shuffle deck, and at the end of the turn, put the 2 storms that you grabbed on the bottom of your deck. No shuffle, no nothing. Basically, it's you. Excuse me, I had to burp. Basically, there are 2 limit breaks for the deck. If you can, he's got 2 different limit breaks. If you catch my drift with that. Basically, what goes on is when he rides Gale, you basically get his limit break for free. Plain and simple, you get it for free, and you've already got, especially if you're at 3 damage. And you can stop your opponent from dealing you 3 more, but you get that 1 damage, just the just the 1 damage that turn, and you're at 4. You're set up for your limit break. Bam, technically you get all 4 storms out in the matter of 2 turns, 2 of your turns, 3 for if you include your opponent, but whatever. But yeah, and then if you have Gale in the Soul, he becomes 11k total. So 4 of him, and then to round off the deck, 3 Platinum Blonde Fox Spirit Tamino. Another limit break card for Murakumo. Limit break, he gets 5,000, putting him at 15 when he attacks. If he attacks the Vanguard. Also, Counterblast 1, choose a grade 2 or greater Murakumo rear guard. Search deck for 1 of the same. Call it to an open rear guard. Shuffle deck at the end. Put it at the bottom of your deck. No shuffle, no nothing. So run 3 of him. Normally I'd run 8 grade 3s. But with the, 1 Spellhound, it evens out the deck. So yeah, that was Stealth Dragon Murakumo. Alright, so this is already going on 14 minutes. Stupid Dice decided to make me do all the videos in one, so we're just going to continue. You like that, don't you? You like that, don't you? Anyway, next, Spike Brothers. Starter is obviously Mecha Trainer. Mecha Trainer is really good for this deck. It's like the only starter you can actually use, because you can get, once he's moved to the rear guard, counterblast 1, retire, and pull a perfect shield. Pull a 0 shield out, and you're set for a good portion of time. You know, because that's what I like to do. I like to get everything, you know, set. Spike Brothers is probably what I'm gonna main until I get the certain deck that's actually in the mail. Again, you know, the card that's in the deck is in this little stack of cards right here. So we'll go over that later. Yep. All right. Mecha Trainer. I'm gonna go over this again. Standard 4 heals. So, nothing much to talk about there. Next, again, 8 criticals. 8 criticals. 4 standard, you know, 4 standard criticals for the deck. And then 4 not so standard, but, you know, they're criticals. Sorry, my acne is really acting up. It's pissing me off. Need to shave too. We got Silence Joker as the other 4 criticals for the 8 triggers. 8 critical triggers, my bad. Basically, put him in the soul. If you have Spike Brothers Vanguard, which you always will, choose a card from your damage zone and flip it up. So if you got 2 of them in hand, and you got you need 2 for the limit break, and you've only got 1 flip, you know, face up. Bam, bam. Put them both in the soul. You've got 3 flipped up. Sorry, my brother's being a moron. All right, and to round off the triggers, we have 2 stands, 2 Kung Fu kickers. Looks like he should be freaking Morokumo. Look at that fire foot. I about said fire fist, but no, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry. And then 2 draws, Cheerful Links. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute and cuddly until he's mauling your fucking face off. Yeah, I'm weird. Don't like it. Get off my channel. Because you can't get on this level. You can't get on my level. There's no way you can get on my level. Fuck you. What? What? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. 4 Wonder Boys. 8K vanilla. This deck doesn't necessarily have a ride chain. It's just, there. Next, and I love this card so much. It's my best friend. 4 Zero Shields. Very, very cool. Very, if you look at her, very, very hot. Basically, and again, I don't need to explain, but I will. 0 shield, drop a card of the same clan, which is Spike Brothers, nullify all, you know, basically put their power to 0 for that attack. Next, 3 Reckless Express. With him, Soul Blast 1, he becomes a 12 hitter. Becomes a 12 hitter. And then, after that, he goes to the deck, shuffle, and you're done with him for now. Next, 2 Dudley Dans. I'm not sure if this is the alternate art for Dudley Dan. I could have sworn there was a different version of him, but, you know, whatever. Dudley Dan, if he boosts a, well, let's see. Hold that one there while I read the other one. Dudley Dan, choose Counterblast 2, choose a Spike Brother from your hand, put it in your soul. When this boosts a Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for one Spike Brothers card, call it to an open rear guard, shuffle your deck. So yeah. Only bad part is he's a grade 1, but he's got 4,000 attacks. Next, we have 2 medical managers. 7 attack, 7 power, but when he's placed on rear guard or vanguard, soul charge 1. So it's really good for those cards in here, because half the deck's soul blasts. So it's good to keep the soul big. Sorry. Grade 2s. Treasured Black Panther, running 4, standard 10k vanilla. Four Field Drillers. Really like this guy because when he's Vanguard or Rear Guard, if his attack hits, draw a card. Really good for keeping your hand big for guarding. And last 2 are Brocky. 2 Brockies. Again, exactly like Reckless Express. It's got, Soul Blast 1, again, for half the deck Soul Blast. Soul Blast 1, he gains 5,000, and then he goes to the deck after the turn, shuffle, and you're done with him for now. Alright. Grade 3s, we have 8 grade 3s, if you can count. 8 grade 3s, alright. Now, everybody thinks that the build is General Siegfried, or Siegfried, however the hell you say that name. Yes and no. General Siegfried is one of the grade 3s that I run. I love his ability, but I don't necessarily main him when I go to grade 3. If I have to, I do, but simply because of his ability. His ability, when he drive checks a grade 3, call it to an open rear guard. Say, no triggers, but what I like is, in the last game that I played with this, I drive checked both my Skydivers, and I had, believe it or not, I had both Juggernaut Maximums in hand. I had 2 Juggernaut Maximums in hand. So we'll get into those in a minute. So Siegfried, when he's boosted, he gains 3,000. When he's boosted by Spike Brothers, he gains 3,000. So, yeah. We'll go right into Skydivers, since I showed him. Skydiver, love this guy. He's an 11k hitter. When his attack hits, really love his effect. When his attack hits, you put him in the soul, take a Spike Brothers from hand. Like I said, in the last game I played, I had both Juggernaut Maximums in hand. Both my Skydivers hit, and basically I got 2 more I got two more attacks in with both my Juggernaut Maximums. So we'll go into Juggernaut Maximum. Juggernaut Maximum, again, an 11k hitter. Love this guy's ability, though. Again, Soul Blast 1, I believe. Yes, when he's rear guard, Soul Blast 1, and he gets 5,000. But like everyone else, like Brocky and Reckless Express, you put him in the deck and shuffle. And you're done with him for that. You're done. You're done with him. These 2 cards right here, the last 2 grade 3s, are the cards that I love to main when I go into my grade 3, when I go into grade 3. Dudley, let's see, Demonic Lord Dudley Emperor. Really, really, really love this guy. Sorry, nose ditch a little bit. Meh. Dudley Emperor. Really, really love this guy. Love his limit break, of all things. If you don't have Zifried as your Vanguard, bam. Ride Dudley Emperor. Limit break. Counterblast 2. Take 2 Spike Brother cards from your hand. Put them in the soul. Search for 2 Spike Brothers cards. And if I can, I always search for both my Skydivers. Why? Because I like to get more than 3 attacks a turn. I like to get at least 5, maybe 6, if I'm lucky. Yeah, and then shuffle deck, and then they're just there. They're there for good. And then as well as he has the ability of. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm tired. As well as General Zifried, whatever. He gets 3,000 when supported by Spike Brothers. So those are the decks. Next comes what I got in the mail today. So I've traded with a lot of people over Facebook. The 2 decks I just showed you, got them through trades. These got them through trades. I have 4 more decks on the way. So that's 2 to 4 more videos. Cannot wait for Monday or Tuesday. Start of school or day before school starts. Because I got a big trade going on with a guy who traded me an SP'd out Aquaforce Glory Maelstrom deck. Can't wait to get that. Gonna love that at locals. But that's for my friend. I traded for that. Cost me $400. Dude's gonna owe me, for life. LOL. The deck that I got is twice as much as the SP'd out Glory Maelstrom. How's that possible, you ask? SP'd out Majesty Lord Blaster deck. 3/4 of the deck is SP. Cannot wait to get this deck. How does this pertain to my mail? That's why. Guy was in another trade with a guy for 4 of these, or 3 of these, 3 Majesty Lord Blasters. Here is the second one. Like I said, gave one to my friend because I've got SP ones on the way with the deck, so why would I need the other one? The other 2. This one's going to my girl. This one's for me. It's for trade. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. But I value it 25. It is triple rare and just fucking OP as hell. So yep, there's the 1. And then, well, you have 3. You said you got 4 cards. What's the other one? Bam. Triple rare Blaster Blade came along with the 3 Majesty Lord Blasters. Got 4 blaster cards for like $75, $80. Epic. Why? Now, again, you ask, why? Because this, in and of itself, is like 22 on Trolled and Toad. So, and I got 3, so that's like $66. I value it 25 just because it's freaking amazing. And then this was like 10. So, roughly $75, $80. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, you had 3 top loaders there. What was in the other one? Blaster Dark. Yes. Hold on. Let me get. Yes. The Blaster Dark is only a rare, but I have 4 SP ones on the way with the deck. But yes, look at them. They are menacing. Just menacing as hell. And Lord Blaster falls. Damn it. love the cards. Love the decks. And hopefully I'll be seeing y'all Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Deuces.